Game 8 final round begins for the World Championship. And before you know it, we're going to be back here. But it's going to start slow, it's going to start steady. We're going to see ZK dropping through and contesting GG for the cave. That's something that we didn't expect on the bingo card. And the slaps come out. We're seeing 3-3-0, eliminated, LX7 eliminated, and all I hear is slaps in the background. That's a three-piece picking up from Wolves and beginning this game with the eliminations.
No way, GG, the gods of that cave, getting dethroned by Wolves. Now JL in the south, finding 5-2-1 for the Fireflies, getting it going with their Zai Transformers. Now over to Celestra, YZG versus DRG. DRG in the points lead. They need to win this off spawn. Off spawn so critical going on. Slap's gonna be coming out. 17S with the scale rush, trying to lock onto the Takeda. Takeda doing a good job. Don Q buying some time for his team to make a play, but 17S is going to switch targets, double up on W6. 98 fading away, the wheel's going to be coming in, no one's going to be fading out. WX98 in a 1v1 versus QGG. TXZ down to a low health. DRG managing to bring this back, but the slaps are coming out. Can they bring it back?
They're trying to pick up the weapon and they couldn't. That's what 17S does exactly. They pick it up as he slaps as the Cyro comes out. He's going to have to reinitiate. Even with that offensive pressure, he's got to make sure his team is safe to go here. We're at 57% on that rage bar. 17S doesn't have much to offer here. Instead, those two grapples in the dream. He sees QGG taking a whole bunch of laser beams in the background, and then the kill confirmation. Dongqing finds that soul bloom. He's gonna get that 1000 heal. He's looking to charge up. He's getting that release for free, and then 17S gets completely wiped through with that drop down blue focus. And Cicada ultimate about it is looking to pick up the pieces for themselves, and looking at the eliminations, DRG are picking them up instead.
Bowda coming out of left field. Deuce coming in like a wrecking ball. Yuren's gonna pop that ultimate. Pop the kill onto Don Q. DRG's Kakashi is gonna fall. Laser beam down. Peak really low. It's not gonna matter. Now going to the south at Shipwreck. Alliance versus EWG.
Outside with the Scarlet Cave Revenge, I'm thinking it's gonna hit caught by the enchant, but XI is low enough as is to get caught out. There's the freeze. There's the connection. There's the elimination. Revenge is one hit in the dream, but he's getting a full reset for that soul bloom. So now Yuma still going back and forth. Has the time to heal. Goes straight in. Gets caught by the test enchant. The Wu Chen Port gets the team out, so there's gonna be a chance here for that ultimate to come in here for a third-party engagement, but Yuma gets caught in the enchant animation, and Revenge is going to be one hit away from that Wei Shan ultimate to come through to save his life.
NY7 with a slam coming down. Now Yuma diving in with that Destino, trying to close the discipline out of nowhere. We got a Viper V1. EWG coming in hot. Is going to slay down Yuma. Cookie picking himself up. Alliance NY7 desperately trying to connect, trying to peel someone off, trying to trade a kill. Zai trying to back off, is put against the corner, double jump, getting across the wall at 1 HP. He's going to scale rush and get to safety.
He's got to be careful. There's a lot of flaming cages in that area, and as NY7 looks to engage inside, he's going to be careful with the dagger horizontals. The ultimate comes out from Revenge to try to strike out here. We're going to look towards those teleports. If we can lock down one of these players, XI gets caught into the knockback. There it is. Elimination comes out. XI goes down. The V1 from that ultimate as Yodohime comes to strike back. NY7 has no ult to kind of safety net this out, but Yuma is down in soul form as TWSS looks to engage upon this. You know, Lue is going to be looking to get caught by grapple stackers, and with the fan R&B and the fear, and there's nothing that's going to keep him alive for much longer.
TW, that snack, able to pick up the kill onto EWG's Louis. Nice timing attack, nice follow-up coming out from TWSS. Able to pick off the pieces, the scraps of that fight. Now going over to BBE at 75.2. Look at that score. It's 72 at 5-2-1, 72 for GG, 75 for BBE, Wolves at 75, JL at 78. No one can really contest DRG at 90 points unless you have the most massive games. So if anyone in the bottom, if Bowda, if EWG, if TWSS, MVP, DRG will just win from points, but everyone else, Alliance, will Ice Pick take it? The old school composition at 4 kills, it's going to be tough. That composition does lose steam by the end game, and we still have tons of bunks in the lobby.
Exactly. They got a movement for Alliance right now, so while they regroup with Yuma, it's going to be a decision to be used early into before the first round, even before that timer comes down. Before that, though, TWSS at Council Courtyard taking an engagement. It looks like they're going to try to contest against the Kings coming through as JL's One Funk. Look at the stanchion out here. Looking for the blue focus R&B spams if you can. Avoids the staff one. Looks for a parry. It's going to work against him in his favor. Gets caught by the R&Bs and looks to invest that Syra combo breaker, but as One Funk breaks away from his skill, still. He still has ultimate available. He still has the teleporter from his Hottie. TXJ still putting that pressure to make sure that knockback comes out, and now One Funk has a line of sight right now. Samosh denies that, but it still doesn't stop him from running to set up the ambush and go straight towards the path of the opponents.
Nice job from TWSS, baiting out the double cooldown, using that Temi ult to peel out of there now. JL in the top position, EWG showing up to the party. It's time for JL to get out of here. They need to play for that first round of Yang, unable to get more value from their off spawn. They are up to 1 kill right now. They want to get an isolated fight. 5-2-1, playing this nice and slow, having double purple armor on the Syra Siphon, but we still got TWSS versus JL. Wait a second, One Funk's gonna be falling down, white armor on the Takeda. JL is gonna fall to TWSS.
EWG though coming in for the invasion with the Tessa enchant. This is gonna be confirmed for Polaris, but the Polaris is gonna have to be very careful. He's got combo breaker, but his team's getting knocked out. Doku's gonna get low enough to where he can get one blue focus, and that's it. That's all that's gonna be needed. And he is opting in to go on the offensive route. He said Doku's like, I got it, homie. We gotta separate the Viper separator, and that's gonna be working in their favor, because guess what? Once that stun procs out here, Polaris can deny that pressure with a stun. There's a dazzle, and the powerful dazzle doesn't even matter for it if it comes through. There's the elimination. Cookie couldn't get the port out. This means that the team can stay in here for the fight, but the enchant's good. The S2 from the Zayas. BBB looks to double through in here, and that Moonbane coming out from JL.
Polaris and TWSS looking to try to MVP, looking for that 77k, but JL's back. There's nothing like a little bit of salty run back. Nothing wrong with a little bit of sodium in your diet. Coming in, TXJ with the pulsar, chopping Snacks down. Snacks trying to create some space, looks for the parry. Nice peel coming out from his teammate. TXJ threatening the overhold RMB. BBB's already down. TXJ is going to be having to back off. He's away from his Moonbane right now. Polaris desperately trying to come in. One Funk doing his best to try to peel for his teammate. Pistol shots are coming out, but TXJ bobbing, weaving, you can't get him down.
It's going to be a heal for Polars, and that's going to be an ultimate that he still has on standby, but a full reset, and especially on a Hottie, is not something he's going to be prepared for, so he has to disengage completely. This is going to be a spotlight for the map, though. The Moonbane has been dropped. Any teams that are stacked out, Alliance, as well as Wolves somewhere in the vicinity, they can come down south towards the Celestial region and reach port past this point of the opponents. And talking about Wolves, we're switching over to them, and they're in a whole opposite direction, over by Eventai Temple, and they're stacked. Oh my goodness, 2 purple weapons, 2 purple armors. This is going to be where they can take that Romiang, no problem with issues, because GG is right next door. OUG is approaching off of the sidelines into the bamboo forest, and the YZG are just coming up past the crow's nest. In the meanwhile, Southside DRG are off in terms of the Romiang by the Jade Pond. If this comes out towards Bauta, they have to look towards and just making sure they can go towards the council courtyard. They'll be safe enough to do it, because even if Team Bauta are looking to try to go inside that Romiang, they have to be careful, man.
Yeah, so many teams stacked up over at Eventide. Top right, OUG, GG, and then to the south, not as much. We got Alliance on Icepick. Does Icepick go relevant? Does Icepick even have a chance at the modern Transformers? We don't know any of these answers, but Alliance is gonna dare. Fortune favors the bold. They're gonna just snap right in. They don't want to hesitate. Everyone's gonna be snapping in. Unfortunately for them, they are gonna go into the super stacked Wolves. What is Wolves looking at, though? If we're looking at this Icepick comp, what are you gonna call?
Oh my goodness gracious. All right, Wolves got everything that they need to win this out. If they grief, it's gonna be a oof statement, because now it comes down for the drop down blue. XCM looks to try to go for the Dragon Slayer. Revenge is trying to space out. The Dragon Slayer is confirmed, but the F3 Yoda comes into clutch moments. XCM now takes the initiative of proccing out Tianahai. Now the Voucher State is gonna allow for him to go ahead, get frozen for free, but of course it's only gonna be for a certain amount of time. The Yoda Himeo comes out here. Revenge looks to connect. Remember that V1 comes out for the bonus damage when they're nearby opponents, and now for up to the case, he's going to the high ground. XCM gets frozen again. That's a free slash to come through. The damage is impeccable, as you can see the Wayshawn can create staggers, but XCM, he gets himself into the formation. He still has armor, and with the slam downs, it's going to be up to Yuma to continue the pressure even without ult.
Yuma is going to get forced out by XCM, releasing that one charge, throwing it back, getting a big parry though, not able to get the punish though, swinging for the moon. Alliance with the aggression, they've taken it to the distance. Wolves looking like they could potentially lose this. Wait a second, Revenge is gonna fall, but NY7 and Yuma are fighting to the nail for every little bit, but a parry's gonna come out from XCM, forcing out the combo break. ZK, XCM surrounding Yuma, nowhere left to go. The light attacks are gonna come out and Lions will fall.
And we're switching to the next round. Yang BBE up against Bauda. Bauda still having an opportunity to win out, but BBE having no ultimates. It's gonna be ready for Royhe, the second ultimate for his Tian Hai. He's looking to try to charge out here. The Dragon Slayer's good. He jumped horizontal. What a crazy play coming out to magnetize towards, and he's got that Tian Hai ult on standby. The grab is good. Yu is caught, but no one can go ahead and confirm against this. He's got Fury and ultimate come through. The Sire ult is gonna work in Bauda's favor, but we gotta be careful for Royhe, though, because he could be the menace against Team Bauda. He catches Yu again, who still throws out those Fury blasts, and if he's careful enough, you know that Aizen can look for the slashes and try to confirm it. 7 seconds left on the clock, but we still have a volatile ult to churn through, and for the third time, a double realm Yang depletion comes out against teams in the trios.
BB and Bauda, two evenly matched, are gonna tie and double Yang depletion. Absolute chaos is gonna be coming out, and GG, they've been here before. Gonna be calm, cool, and collected. We're gonna see a replay, #1 versus the #1 of the world. GG's 3-3-0, classic vintage 3-3-0, picking up that grab. Kakashi is gonna pop the ult, disappear into the sky, looking for the scoop up. LXM doing a good job tap dodging, denying the situation, but again, Kakashi gonna get scooped up. Double grabs are gonna be come up. Kablawi 3-3-0, gonna take them down. WX98, unfortunately, uncontested grab, a bit of a blunder from him. DRG against the ropes, and now 3-3-0. With the momentum, with the kill onto Don Q in a 1v3 situation. GG doesn't lose those.
They don't. They got 3 eliminations. That Yang being their only fight. They got a gold weapon now on standby, and 3-3-0s rock this purple man like nobody's business. We are entering into Celestial once more as CJS is in the distance with it. He's going to scout out DRG, Shipwreck Expanse, Bounty Scroll on one of the targets into the northeast. I'm not sure who that might have been, but this is going to be a spotlight moment for DRG, right? Yang depletion, having 2 eliminations, still need to get rid of it by picking up soul balloons in the next 2 minutes or so, or it's going to be a GG's moment because Bauda, they are going to be coming through outside of their Yang with the loss. So now it's coming down towards whether or not Bauda can survive this in place, because they're looking to fight in DRG's turf as they separate from the engagement inside of the Shipwreck village.
Holding on to the sound base, pulling out the hands, so throwing the slaps. What you know about these hands? DRG's gonna pop that ult in a minute 50. We gotta make something happen. Yu is getting cooked right now. Microwave toss. F3's gonna be coming out, preventing the execution of Yu. He needs to pop his ultimate soon. The Cloud Reaper's gonna be coming out. He's getting staggered. Non-stop CC going into him. Yu doesn't care. He's moving forward. The Juggernaut will not be denied. Jumping in. Kakashi now out of ultimate, getting juggled, going to take the sky. Grapples out of here. Nice counter grapple's gonna come out, but Kakashi a little bit of a Bandro and not able to get away. BVB is gonna be showing up with JL. More joining into the party.
Now it's a spotlight right now. DRG, JL, the skate appearance come out left and right. Of course, you gotta be careful about what happens next, because whether or not you see TXJ have his ultimate ready for the next engagement, he can set the team to escape in case of dire straits moment. And there's a lot of spacing between them and their opponents right now, especially with the cliffside, especially with the shipwreck, being able to go through the treasure ship ruins and just pushing the teams farther between one another. TXJ though has it ready to go here for it, and he's got that pole sword, so something they can keep that stone form, keep the fight going. As Yu spots him out, we get to the high ground. We're getting tech chase against with that grapple, but nothing's gonna stop him. This is gonna be where TXJ takes it through with that fear into the face, and this is gonna be a highlight of a spot for a fight to commence between the 2 titans of the industry.
JL, they recover, they get blue armor to everyone. TXJ is going to be forced into the ultimate, put under pressure. Bauda doing a good job of stripping his armor right now, but TXJ is going to slow down, calm, cool, and collected, looking for the opener. Bauda's going to pull back, reset right now. DRG, though, is going to get spotted out. Don Q onto Takeda, going to pop that F1, but the F3 is going to come out, flying in. BBB looking to close this out, looking up and pick up this kill. Don Q goes for a ride. He is tall enough, but unfortunately for him, that ride leads to death.
And then we're going to see a pushback. This is going to be coming down towards the rooftop as Bauda drops down and comes at the bow of the ship, maybe hoping to see whether or not TXJ can throw the release and get parried, but no, he is smart with it. He gets uppercutted. Oh my goodness, burns the F2 to get himself into the zone, but the hit damage could be enough when one stagger comes through. It could be over for JL in just a few moments as one teammate is left alone. The other 2 are still fighting their own battles as TXJ gets time to reset. Will he be spotted out by Dash Armies? No, he gets a vitality. He's safe to go. He is scared rushing. He's got soft step Gecko foot as well, so he can go ahead and move on by, because with the charge of the pole sword, all he's got to worry about is whether or not the Takedos are going to catch up here. The Pyro comes out here. The turnaround is going to be coming through, and they're going to be coming out of the gates for the elimination.
about to invest everything, fighting into the zone, and now GG's going to be showing up, seeing the investment out into the zone. Everyone is going to be eating these cannon shots from 330. The Transformers are showing up to the party, and you realizing the dire states is going to pop his ultimate, going to set up for the disengage for his team, but GG is going to lose a player. TXJ and CGS both dead into the zone, both of the favorites in the lobby looking to get taken out right now. Can they bring us back? LXM in the zone, trying to clutch it for his team. Bowda's you, all the strongest players in the world, fighting it out on the edge of zone. They're all in the zone mid-game.
They're in the coastline and making sure they get into the inland because the Shadow Corruption damage is going to stick by slowly but surely. VVV having 12k on his pocket, he can get the res off of TXJ and buying that Reaper charm, but LXM is procking out that ultimate, has it ready to go for the standby for this res on CJS, and CJS will come up here. The Reaper charm VVV has already been purchased, so that was up to Snack with that Mystic Might off of the Spirit Well, and TXJ getting res up. Realm of Yang, OUG Wolves, and they're taking it up at the only realm so far to take the engagement. Second round for the World Championship, round 8.
Wolves gonna be opening up XCM with the Monk ultimate. The King's gonna respond with the Fairy Mech. Doesn't get D-Mag right now. XCM robbed of the D-Mag, not able to get it. Now he's gonna get sacrificed. His feet are getting fried right now. Ball the field's gonna be coming out, but SS with the Yoda what's gonna push him against the corner. XCM forced to de-transform down to his last little bit of health. He has his armor to save them. Can he survive though?
There's gonna be a chance that Yoda goes crazy right now. This is the V3 variation that OUG is bringing to the table with the F2. So now it comes down. SS drop down and he looks to kite around. The Hottie spots him. So now it's up to using those double rolls. He's gone out. ZK gets the elimination. Night HQ still striking past this point. The King midair trying to look for the snipe, but the duck shot isn't going to connect, and Night HQ still takes the time to heal. No pressure. Has the F2 combo breaker and gets caught out here, but we know that Jing Yu looks towards the hold R&B scenario for the 1-2s, but he's caught through. He is initiating the ultimate as he F2s through. He's going to be looking to try to use that Almighty General State and trying to launch out those strikes for the next minute.
Jin Yu, all he can do is play for the timeout, but Wolves are hungry. They're surrounding him. It looks like they're going to cinch it off, but JL's one buck, going to get a double grab onto Bowda, and Yu is going to fall. The carry is down. Zyult going to be popped from BBB. One buck with another grab. Pete's looking for the res right now. He can, if he gets you up, he can turn this around, buying enough time. Euron with the Cyril pushing JL back. JL's going to have to retreat, get the reset, and fight for round 2 as Yu is about to come back online.
And he's got ultimate ready to go off in the strike mode on Cicada. This is the best case scenario. He got red, he got eliminated. Wait a second, VVV was quick with the elimination as you got immediately brought up, and a parry comes out. JL's going to be looking to turn this one around as Euron has looked to the jump horizontal. He's got to keep himself afloat, but then again, he's throwing focuses. One Fong is ready for this one. He's looking for the R&Bs. There's going to be the F2 to initiate the pushback, and there's going to be that corner side. Looks for the toothpick a little bit. The team's here to support line. That's going to be Bowda going through as Peak gets eliminated out of today's game. The first set to go through against Peak. This is going to be where Bowda goes out against the Wall of China.
JL, the Wall, Wolves at 9, JL at 8, but you can't sleep on EWG. They're up to 6 kills as well, and GG still in the lobby. YZG 17S throwing out the R&B. Nice Frostberry. The Sap's gonna go crazy, doing a ton of damage. Cookie against the wall, forced to fort his team out of there. YZG looking for that flash, looking to close this out. They need more kills. They need to slow down these teams from getting that MVP. Remember, $77,000 for winning a trios game in Naraka. Anyone can win. Anyone can get that giant cash bag. It's for all the marbles for this last game.
And now for Wolves, they have everything in their hands. 2 gold armors. The buff for Draco Storm for the next 100 seconds right now. Gold Spears on standby for XCM stacked out of his mind. I just want to see the Jades at this point because we're rocking into Zest Winery. For BBE, though, in the zone, slowly but surely trying to get themselves back up into the game. They have no eliminations. They lost Fat Milk early on to the fights, and Vibin and Voihi are the only ones left. And they have a zone to take crushing damage. No heals are going to save them, even if they had any. But there's a fight right outside of that. That's going to be towards the Blizzard range. TWSS are taking the initiation against OUG, and OUG's SS is in proc ultimate for that Yorohime.
OUG with this old school cannonball. SS bringing the pain with the Yodo. TWSS forced to back up, and now BBE showing up to the party. Roy Hiki with the monk up. Double grab. Big slam coming down. BBE, Roy Hiki putting them on the map. Getting that first kill, only 2 of them alive, but now with enough money, they can possibly pick up their teammate. They just need one a couple more kills to set themselves up, but inside zone, OUG's on the ballista.
Oh my God! Aizen just gets completely sniped out of the sky with one bolt coming through here, absolutely insane, and gets almost to the spotlight with a Jingyu on that ballista. This is gonna be a tremendous point, and using ultimate to deny the death, Raven.
Shinju with the play. I thought that was going to be his last dying breath. No, he's not done yet. He found some kills here. Can he find the soul bloom? Can he clutch it up? YZG though on the inside of zone. He knows everyone's shambles inside there. There's some free kills for them that coming up. They were at 0 kills. Now they're up to 2. BBE representing the global stage. They were so close to victory. Now in the last round, Roy He with his last breath and his last sliver of health is the last hope for this global team. Can he stay alive right now? 5-2-1 at 0 kills right now, still on the edge, but they have their work cut out for them. JL and Wolves absolutely shredding right now, and we still got a very dangerous GG up to 4 kills with 3 alive.
This is gonna be a dangerous game right now for BBE. If they try to survive, they only got 1 person left. The miracle state that they have to go through is trying to find all the spare wells that haven't picked up the Reaper charms and looking out for it. But meanwhile, we see YCG over by the Windmill Gorge. They're cannon shotting left and right. They're looking to try to go ahead for the investment against Roy He, who has been spotted out and has been bird tick procced, and I think takes 1 strike left. We just need 1 cannon shot. There's no more cannons in the quiver. That's going to be Roy He going down, unfortunately, knocking him out of the game for game 8, but the fights are not yet over. We still got GG on the mix with that armor pierce and the Sunwing shot for 330, who is predominantly known to make those shots count.
I cannot believe this. BBE, they were so close this year, and it's gonna stop for them right there. The hope slide for the global stage on 5-2-1 to somehow pull a miracle on them. It's gonna be such a low percentage right now. The front runners in JL, Wolves doing so well. GG. They've been put in these corners before. They found ways to get the end game. They found ways to win it all. But Wolves are now tracking them down. And Wolves is stacked with gold armors. 330 fading out, trying to get away, throwing those focus tabs, trying to make their way up to this terrain. But 5-2-1 is going to be cutting them off. EWG in the hunt as well. GG surrounded on all corners, trying to stay alive. But the blue buff, the mystic might of Wolves, tracking them down perfectly.
This is a tough spot. We're back at Shipwreck Expanse. We're back at the treasure ship. More importantly, for 330 though, he is going to be looking to try to spam those blue focuses against that Balda, and she is in close proximity. Now 5-2-1 on the south side, EWG on the outskirts. They are trying to look and lock in terms of anyone who's trying to dissipate from the fight and disengage. Like we can see ZK looking to take that teleporter above the one of the flags on the mast of the ship. Now it comes down towards just investing that teleporter and making sure that they're safety netted. There's 20 players left alive. We got 7 minutes on the clock. Stanchion Sky Pillar for XEM and a Phoenix Blast from IHQ. It's the key Jades of Prominence, and for ZK having the Phantom Step to build out with a Blistering Edge. VVV finds a kill in the distance though against Polaris, so finding out how much gear they got on standby for Wolves, they're gonna have to use everything in their hands right now to make sure it counts, because with that being said, Onefong has been having this Cloud Weaver on standby since before we know it, and he got it off about a U from the early on engagement, so now it's in his hands to make it count.
VVV, they're giving VVV the gold armor on the Zai. This Monk Zai Hottie, never in existence. TXJ pulls one out of the hat. This rabbit looking like VVV with gold armor on Zai. VVV, one of the first NBPL Trios Pros, the debut, the Meteor, showing everyone its potential, and on the biggest stage, bringing it up, putting JL in contention to take this. Is it gonna be a two-peat for JL? Will GG clutch it up for the Grand Slam, or will the points of DRG hold the line? TWSS up to 8, but only with 1 alive, but EWG still at 6. It's anyone's game.
Anyone's game coming out here, and the Viper ultimate comes out at just the right opportune moment in the worst possible case scenario. XI in the middle of the face of danger at 330. One of the key components coming here to lock it down. He's going to find one immediate to slam down against Cookie. Launches away to try to find the high ground position. The Wuchen port is good, but LXM is down. CJS being the only teammate left alive for GG. We're seeing the res be denied. Wait a second. Wait, 330 realized where that position was. Maybe unintentionally for the grabs. And 330 was at 1/8 of this health bar. He could get deleted right now, and that's going to be the case with Wolves. Finds the elimination. We are catching up on the scorelines. We are now up to 10. We're reaching the double digits, and we're disengaging. We know that IHQ doesn't have ultimate, but that doesn't matter right now because now it's up to the players to worry about the next phase. As YGG QGG gets killed against XI, we still got CJS, who's at death's door for GG.
What a beautiful year for GG, but for CJS, the last one left alive for his team. Bleeding out, no hope left in line. Their dreams of the Grand Slam will end at the hands of the global team. 5-2-1. Now it's JL versus Wolves. EWG on the Viper. It's not looking good for them, but it's gonna look like, again, it's gonna come down to this last Spirit Well. JL versus GG. Or JL versus Wolves.
It is a dangerous situation for JL because their Tian High ultimate's about to default in a second. You gotta find at least one grab. There it is. Wait a second. We're looking for a double grab. Ain't gonna happen. Oh, yes, it does! And we get a teleport to get him out, and One Fang deforms just in time. And looking to hopefully see the securement. But guess what? We got another Transformer. YZG 17 finds a grab. And guess who is against? It's One Fang, the one Transformer we did not want to see get grabbed in this situation for them. JL will look to retreat as One Fang tries to back out the reset. Oh my goodness. TXJ as well gets caught. And this is a spotlight where he gets getting pushed away from his team. The teleporter is good for it, but 17S has been connecting every single grab that he's thrown against his opponents on the Spirit Well, which is at 60% for YZG.
YZG grieves the center zone, setting up Wolves perfectly. They have triple ults. They've done this all day. Last one to the party, showing up fashionably late. They're looking poised to take this Spirit Well and have a huge advantage going to this last little bit, but they're not going down so easily. XCM is getting cooked by everyone everywhere he looks. Range attacks are coming in. TXJ finding, delaying this. They're not going to give up for free. JL knows how important this is. It's still going to be contested as we go the distance.
This is going to be a chance right now for all players to wait out for the Spirit Well while to disengage, and there it is. It's going to be no free shots for it within. It's going to be everywhere coming out within the circle. Now NiHQ takes that teleporter. 5-2-1 are holding down this fort. We got 2 eliminations for that, 3 eliminations for the team actually, and in the fact state 5-2-1 had the Spirit Well in the contention and hoping to see if Aka making lose out his HP because he just lost all his armor. The range shots coming out as One Fang puts him in the spotlight, maybe looking for a drop down blue. He's looking for it. He's dropping down, but he lands in the spot he was not looking for. The chances were so small, but he ended up doing it anyway. That's just how good of a player he is, man. And we're putting our spots out here for One Fang to try to hold it onto the ground level, even with getting caught with that ball to coil.
BBB on the side is going to pop his own, try to clear the distance. One Fang doesn't want to commit his ultimate. Still too many teams are contesting it. He goes back in. Range shots are coming in. Now Pampi on the Takeda, tethered up, looking to go win. Wolves still super stacked. XCM, 36%, doesn't have that Monk ult online. They can't hard commit to this. Zone is coming in. Will a team actually even be able to get this? We saw this in the previous round. Teams griefing their game. JL still desperately trying to go for it, but the Hadi ult coming in. 5-2-1 doesn't want to give it up for free. Everyone knows how important this is. 14 people alive. Spirit Well is going to be forced into zone.
There's going to be a lot of players waiting this one out here. We know that One Fang has been kiting around in the sky and he's waiting to go ahead and drop down if he needs to, but he still has that ultimate in case worst case scenario, and to confirm that Spirit Well, if it's a refresh for the ultimates for the team, that means that ball can go ahead and go free real estate. But then again, I should say for that Zai, she can go ahead and proc ult, go crazy, but One Fang, he is that one player that can disrupt this whole flow as a TNI. In the meanwhile, Wolves are still striking out here for those shots. 10 eliminations for Wolves, 10 eliminations for JL, 7 eliminations for EWG and TWSS with one teammate still alive with 8 eliminations. We're seeing those cannon fodder coming out here the last minute and 45 seconds for the today starts right now. One Fang puts himself in the spotlight with that Tian High, the prime target for everyone in the tumult circle to deny it, just to make sure he doesn't have any problems. He's getting one grab, he's looking for 2, but he's gonna miss it out and he's gonna make sure that it makes it worth his count.
5-2-1. Could have put the Temi on, denying One Fang the double grab, but he's still looking for around. Gets 1, can he get 2? He's still at full health. Group heal, advance heal on JL. They're perfectly spotted. 17S with a double grab though. Cookie's gonna remain alive with 1 health, putting up the windmill, gonna deny the hit. One Fang on the other side, scooping up people left and right. But now Wolves gonna pop the Monk ult. XCM with an opportunity to close out J-Cup 2024. He's gonna get 1, sending One Fang into zone, but the Gold Up's gonna stop it. TXA coming in for the wheel, saving his team out. XCM, Wolves holding the low ground, but they're getting lit up by the cannon shots of the lobby.
Now everything comes out. Final 50 seconds on the clock right now. XCM is getting those grabs if he could, but he can't. And now it's going to be the deformation for that Mumko. He's going to have to leap into the fray. We see JL Wonfong go down, Pompey go down. We're going to see Pompey get the elimination against 9HQ. And now, of course, you got to be careful about what's going to happen next because now ZK, he's getting targeted out. One hit to the next. 9 players left alive. ZK gets himself the Soul Smoke to the sky. 9HQ being down is going to be a problem. BVV having that Zai ultimate. He has the time to space it out with the F2 and his ultimate proc. He loses sight and it hits off ZK unintentionally, intentionally, because now 17S looks for the drop down. Final 20 seconds on the clock. Valdo Coil comes out here. 17S on that Valdo with the 10 high. Last second possible opportunity here to try to make it for the win.
YZJ scooping it up, looking for hits, but he's getting shredded right now. He's gonna fall right now. 5-1 coming in with a flank. TXA's gonna survive. ZK, Wolves picking up the kills. 5-1's Akami trying to slow it down, but Wolves in the kill feed. It's gonna be neck to neck. 5-1's gonna get the first place. It's gonna be so close.
And with that, champions of J-Cup, Wolves makes it happen for 2024's World Championship as the Naraka Trios team to win it all.
No way, sir. They were not active the whole day. They just played the classic tortoise, slow and steady, staying in it, keeping their chin down, and they clutch it up under the biggest moment, the biggest lights. They're able to clutch it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we have our 2024 J-Cup Controls Champion, Chengdu Wolves.
捧起属于你们的冠军奖杯，现场所有的解放们再次拿出你们最高的呐喊声，让我们一起恭喜成都，让我们恭喜成都，恭喜 J-Cup 3盘冠军成都狼队。